sook it now. Listen, everybody, gather round. Hear ye. Listen, hold on. Salutations, man. This is the Everything Tournament IQ Jackpot Edition. I am your host, Evan T. Mack, but I am not alone. Oh, no. I got a myriad of people. I got my family, my brothers, my sisters, my people. Yeah, myriad. You know what I mean? First and foremost, let me start off with that dude, man. Flowbeto.com. Flowbo Boys, what's going on, my man?
Man, I'm good. I'm part of the myriad. I feel very, very privileged to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Did I use that
outside the myriad?
Did I use that word? I used that word right. Did I use that word
Yo,
right?
correct. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. Yo, it's also though that gentleman, that chiseled jaw, that handsome Jack Farmer. What's going on?
Even if you're using the words wrong, you got such confidence. I just go with it. I question whether or not I know the words when you say it like that.
So that's Jack Farmer. Last but not least, we got the lovely, talented, the amazing Pino Mac. Heidi Mac, what's going on?
What's up? Hey, everybody. I'm here to talk to you.
Okay, guys. Now, once again, like I said, this is the Everything Tournament. This is the IQ Jackpot Edition. What is IQ Jackpot? You say, listen, if you've never played the game before, guys, first and foremost, download that app, IQ Jackpot. Let me give you a quick tutorial, quick rundown on how things work. At the top of each hour, there is a live trivia game consisting of 20 questions. To win a piece of that money, that guap, that jackpot, you need to answer all 20 of those questions correctly. And I'm telling you, man, they are not easy, but you can do it. I have faith in you, man. And you can listen, but don't worry, you can earn extra lives by going to our rewards wall by tapping the extra lives button on the bottom of your screen. All categories and questions and answers that could be possibly in the next live game can be found in the cube below. Just spin it horizontally, spin it vertically, check out all the possible trivia in the next game and increase your chances of winning. Everybody that's watching right now, I hope you guys are joining us. We need your votes. Before trivia game consisting of 20 questions.
What the
win a piece of that money.
So
guys,
that
jackpot, you need to answer.
I'm sorry.
We got echo. I got you. We good. It's all good. So listen, before we get really crazy up in here at Flowbeto.com, can you please explain to everybody what the Everything Tournament is, why they're here, what they're doing, what's going on?
Yeah, this is the Everything Tournament, man. The pop culture mishmash free for all. We pit every part of pop culture against each other. We need your help. We need your votes. What's going to happen is we have different categories, and you get to choose which one you think goes better. Actually, the rule we say here is which one you cannot live without. And the first round might sound easy, but things get more difficult as they get on. It's like food versus superheroes, talking about movies versus music, books versus skyscrapers, all that good stuff. And it's all about your vote. But that said, I, and Jack Farmer have a veto, which means we can overturn what the crowd has chosen one time a host any round except for the final round. And we go all the way down to only one. There can only be one pop culture winner on the Everything Tournament.
So with that being said, we got real Jack Farmer in the building, man. Very handsome, very well dressed. He's holding on to the veto. He can do things with it. He can do anything he wants with it. He has all kinds of, listen, I'm afraid of what these fine gentlemen can do with this thing. However, I got my people in here. We got the tournament all lined up. We're going to give you guys a list of things that are going on, a list of the categories, a list of the people that are in there to crown the greatest thing in the world. So, baby, do you have the lineup, the quick lineup, the quick rundown, so we can give everybody a gist of what's going on?
Let's see here. Sure. It's going to be a little bit of everything.
I love it.
We should go over it again at 8:10 because I believe the game is going on right now.
Yes, it is
live.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so we'll go over it again. We're just getting people ready to get you guys in here, help us out, give us votes. So we're going to be starting with. It looks like boy bands, the Backstreet Boys versus NSYNC. We've got Batman's, Kevin Conroy versus Christian Bale.
Main event matchups.
Yeah, those matchups. If I'm please interject if I am wrong.
You're good.
Category.
You're good.
Because the next one is, what is it? Most rugged? Is it most rugged?
Yeah, most rugged.
Kurt Russell versus Chuck Norris.
Ooh.
Oh, is this a catchy song? Is that what this next one is? Wanna Be by Spice Girls and It's a Small World. Which one's more catchier? Can't Live Without. Action comedy, I believe. We have Jumanji versus Rush Hour. It looks like Heartthrob, like Teenage Heartthrob. So we had Leo DiCaprio and JTT, Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
All hearts are throbbing. All hearts.
And then we have breakfast food. I believe it's bacon versus French toast.
Why?
What? And action star, I think that's what I'm saying, is Rambo versus John McClane.
Oh my god!
So it's gonna be spicy. It's gonna be spicy.
All right.
But we're the game is still alive. It's still going. What do we got? U.S. Constitution right now.
Yeah, man.
Don't
Listen,
ask me that question.
man. Like, listen, man. Shout out to IQ Jackpot. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll be on this app, man. I'm telling you right now. I'm like these questions. Like I was going to category. It said 40s movies. I said 40s movies.
I mean, they're paying out in Bitcoin, man. They're gonna make it easy. You gotta be smart, bro. I'm out.
That cryptocurrency, baby.
Yo, for real.
Vesper of Evil. What's going on, bro? We need you up in here. Need you up in here giving us your votes. We're doing a special everything tournament where we're trying to break down the greatest thing. We're gonna try to make this one. We're gonna try to crown it in one evening, which we never do. Real Jack Farmer. Before I get into anything, is there anything going on with you, man? Is there anything that's going on? Any coffee drink? Anything you like to pitch? Anything you like to hawk at all? I just want to understand, man, because this is the time to do it, man. I'm just saying, man.
I'm just going to pitch all the stuff I am typically working on. I've been working with Championship Wrestling from Hollywood up in here in Hollywood, obviously, every weekend. I'm doing the Anytime radio show, counting down the top hits of the week, all that good stuff. I also do Evolution of Movies, talking about movies every year. We go through the years talking about different movies. So that's all a bunch of stuff I'm working on. I'm just working.
Flobo, I'm in a given mood, man. I just want everybody to tell their tale, tell their story. Give me an Aesop's fable. What's going on with you, man? What are you trying? Why we let
fable?
You want to talk about giving tales? Look. I'll be honest with you guys out there in the chat. My birthday is Friday, right? And I am okay with my age. I'll be getting the ripe old age of 36. Right?
Leaning into it. Lean into that age.
I'm leaning into. You know what I mean? My black hairs will turn red. And they're gonna turn white in about 5 years. I got a 5 to 7 year warning, right? I had mentioned in passing that I would like to ascertain a pair of Ric Flair dames. And my man Evan Mack was in a given mood to my door. I almost cried when I said they made shoes for people with big ass feet like myself. So if I was talking about promoting, I'm promoting you, Evan Mack. You gotta check out K-popping. Things are coming soon. He's on TV, seen by 10 million people worldwide every week, man.
Man, I'm already about ready to veto Flobo. Here he is, complaining about how his facial hair is turning red. Mine started red. That's not fair.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
And all seriousness, man. Shout out to your boys. Receded hairline right here is pushing back, man, ever so slightly. Oh, shout out to Jim and Dylan Matthews. What's going on, Ozzy? Jason Finger, what's going on, baby? I need that brisket. Vesper of Evil, of course. Maj, I'm coming for you, man. Shout out to the Thames, man. Vamos, indeed. So as we have about 5 more minutes before we get the ball rolling, but we just had new people come in, baby. So can you give a rundown one more time of what this is about? Just because we're starting to get our people in there right now. So we're doing, like I said, we're doing a quick everything tournament today. It's gonna be one. We're gonna get whole tournament. And we're gonna get through it. And it's kind of like a modified version of what we usually do. But baby, can you give a quick rundown of what it is for the people that just joined us?
So I'm gonna go through the categories. It's gonna be a short little tournament, fun little tournament in an hour. So we're gonna start tonight with boy bands. We've got the Backstreet Boys versus NSYNC. Batman's Kevin Conroy versus Christian Bale. We have Most Rugged, Kurt Russell versus Chuck Norris. Catchy Song, Wannabe by Spice Girls and It's a Small World. Action comedy type movie, Jumanji versus Rush Hour. Teenage Heartthrob, we have Leo DiCaprio versus JTT, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Breakfast Food, Bacon versus French Toast. And action star Rambo versus John McClane.
All right, y'all. Okay, we got some things cooking, guys. Once again, you are watching the Everything Tournament on IQ Jackpot, guys. I want to let you know, please download that app, IQ Jackpot. You can win some Bitcoin. You can win some money. They ain't gonna just give it away. You got to answer these trivia questions, 20 to be exact. If you don't know what's going on, that's okay. They got the answers in this nice little cube that goes vertically, horizontally. It's like a cheat sheet. It's like a cheat code. Look at that app, right? Look at that app. Yeah, rotate that joint Flo.
Yeah, well, it's in the game right now. I can't. We could be able to. There it is.
And I mean, a bunch of different categories, guys. Challenge yourself, challenge your brain, challenge your friends, challenge your family. Get that IQ jackpot, man. But we about to get this thing started, baby. Let's get the first matchup. Let's get this out the way. This is highly contested. This is a worldwide debate, and I need us to get this started and get this settled on IQ jackpot.
Woo. Well, should we start? Well, there's still 3 minutes in this the current game that they're playing.
That's true.
You can't see us yet. So
that's true.
Still.
That's true, though.
This is one of those things. The everything tournament. I'm going to jump in. If we have a couple of minutes to kill before we get things rocking and rolling, a lot of these things, people think they know what's going to win. They know what's going to go through. We've done this before, and you may have something that you think. You may be looking at Chuck Norris and think this is his thing to win. You may be looking at Bacon and think that this is its tournament to win. Sure. But as we've seen in the past, as we've seen with every other everything tournament, you never can tell, especially when things get dicey and you've got something that makes your heart throb like Too Much Bacon going up against a teen heart throb like possibly Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know,
bro. It's making my heart throb.
He's like, newsflash, Bacon kills. no, but listen, guys,
do that.
Real Jack Farmer, my favorite sharecropper. He could not be more right, man. I'm trying to tell you guys, it's very interesting. And the most compelling part to me about this game is the veto, man. The veto is something when you use it, you can push anything through. No arguments, no votes matter. Flowbeetle.com has one. Real Jack Farmer has one. They can use the veto. They can stop everything. They can do anything they want. Oh, and we're up on the app right now. It's showtime, baby.
We are live.
We are live, baby. Let's go. Let's go. It's perfect time. IQ Jackpot said, let's ask. This is crazy, man. It's unbelievable, man. We move, Manji. Okay, we in the building right now, guys. IQ Jackpot, everything tournaments, Flowbo, Jack, Pino, Mac. Let's go.
Let's go.
We're starting again. This is the everything tournament. We're going to decide what we can't live without. The winner of it all in one evening, one episode. Here we go. So we're starting with boy bands. We have the Backstreet Boys versus NSYNC. Let us have Evan Mack begin.
You know, there was.
There you go.
Give us your votes, people. Give us your votes.
There was a time in my life. There was a time in my life that I was foolish. There was a time in my life where I didn't know left from right, up and down. I did not know what was going on in my life, and I actually thought that NSYNC was better than Backstreet Boys. And then I had like a nightmare. I woke up in a cold sweat, and I was just saying like I was saying all kinds of stuff, and I was like I want it that way, and I just started saying everybody. I just started saying words, and I didn't know what the words meant, and then I realized they're the title of Backstreet Boys. So I was like, wait a minute. This is what it's all about. NSYNC has two dudes. They got JC and they got Timberlake. We're talking about the harmony of one boy band, and it's the Backstreet Boys. It's BSB. The ultimate mic drop about them being better than NSYNC is they're still together. They still go on tour together. How can they not be the best boy band when they actually perform together? What say you, Flowbo Boys?
You know me, I'm the resident hater here. I would first tell you, man, that sounds you get checked out by a doctor. You got boy band night sweat? That's a problem.
Boy band
Look, man, I got to say this. I love both of them. I mean, kind of, sort of, as much as I can admit growing up in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't super proud about it, but I enjoy the boy band stuff. Shout out to Josh Rodriguez. But NSYNC had that certain magic. You know what I'm saying? Just today on the social medias, who was doing the bye, bye, bye dance? The Backstreet Boys. Why? Because of the respect, the reverence, the genuflection of the NSYNC crew. Bye, bye, bye. It's gonna be May.
Wow. First and foremost, shout out to Hello Moto. What's going on? All the way down the land, down under, girl. What's going down? There's a lot of slander that's going on right now. Jack Farmer, what say you?
The truth is, if you're a survivor of the boy band wars, if you didn't just read about it in history books, but you were actually there, boots on the ground, you know the bigger and badder of the boy bands was the the Backstreet Boys.
It's not even close.
It wasn't close.
It's not even close.
Looking back, they have the songs that are more fun to listen to.
Preach
I'll
it.
take I Want It That Way over God Must Have Spent a Little More Time on You. I will take Quit Playing Games with My Heart over Drive Myself Crazy. I'll take Everybody over Pop. I'll take Larger Than Life over Tear Up My Heart. And I'll take As Long As You Love Me over Girlfriend, which is a Neptunes and Nelly joint. Anyways, I'll admit bye slap. But in the end, we remember Justin Timberlake more than we remember NSYNC.
That's it.
And if we didn't have NSYNC, maybe we would have gotten a solo JT sooner. So I say away with NSYNC and move.
You wanted a solo
Backstreet
JT
Boys
sooner?
forward.
First and foremost, I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did. As long as you love me.
I don't right
gosh.
now. I don't right now. I don't like you are Jack right now. And Pop was a banger. I don't want you to hear that kind of celebrity. Was dope.
Dirty
Let's get near the pictures.
That was fun.
Homeboy broke his ankle and still made it happen in the video. Joey Patel. Shout out to Brooklyn Zone, Joey Patel.
Yo, that song is cool. Sick and tired of hearing all these people
talk. You know the words. You know the words of poop. You know the words of poop.
Listen, just because listen. That's neither here nor there. Hold on,
That's
baby.
all here.
Yeah, we know the words. No one's saying
First and foremost, it doesn't matter what I'm talking about. We made our arguments. It's all about the people, and the people are making the vote. So what say the people? Because I know what the real answer is. Do people know what the real answer is?
It's pretty much one-sided.
What's up?
And
What's
it would
up?
be BSB. Backstreet Boys for life.
Oh,
For life. For life.
First and foremost, Dylan Matthews said, "Put some respect on Joey Patel."
You better do that.
Yeah.
Don't forget the lyrics. So it's like this. My pick didn't win. I do have a veto. I could possibly use it here, but I won't. I'm gonna save my veto, my chance to overturn the vote for now. Just
Okay. I mean, no one's denying that they didn't have slappers, but everyone's still
slappers.
voting for the Backstreet Boys. As they cannot live without.
if NSYNC came back together, you buy tickets day
gosh.
one.
Jason Finger, we
Slayer.
talking about Slayer right now. We ain't talking about your era. We ain't talking about your era.
It's like Anthrax. What?
Seriously though, we're over. He's like White Snake. I'm like, we ain't
We're not talking about that right now.
If Slayer could rock As Long As You Love Me, then maybe we'll consider
my gosh,
them. But until then,
I would actually watch that or listen to that.
As long as you oh yeah, okay, hold on. So we got Backstreet Boys moving on comfortably. I might add Flobo comfortable.
Comfortably.
Nice and
Salt in the
nice
moon,
and comfy.
I
That
think
is
it's important
naked
to
grease in the
know that Flobo's losing in some way or another here.
I always
So
think it
far.
is. It's all right though. I'm gonna try though. I'm Brooklyn Nets in this. I'm always losing the end, but I'm gonna try really hard. I'm gonna try really hard to push this through.
So we
All
got
right.
so we got what we got next.
Next, it's what you cannot live without. So this is now the Batman that you cannot live without. So we have Kevin Conroy
Don't stop.
versus Christian Bale. So Flobo.
Man,
Flobo,
Christian Bale was an icon for a time where people weren't giving Batman the respect he deserved. Even though I'm a Batman hater, I do think he is top tier, S tier, if you will.
Yeah.
But the Batman animated series, talking about all the Arkham games, guess one, boys. It's Kevin Conroy. When someone else does it, we're talking about when Bruce Greenwood does it, it just isn't the same. Kevin Conroy in a runaway.
Ooh, Jack Farmer, what say you?
This is what we can't live without. And frankly, we've been living without Batman animated series for 26 years already. And while I love me some Kevin Conroy, he wasn't even the best voice on the show. It was Mark Hamill, the voice of the Joker. And we talk about memorable. It was the art style. It was inventing characters like Harley Quinn. It was the storylines told to kids. It wasn't the voice. On the other hand, Christian Bale was Batman. And ever since he hung up the cowl, people have been wondering who could pick it up. And it just hasn't been the same since the top grossing superhero franchise lost their leading man. When Kevin Conroy gets replaced, a few people notice. When Christian Bale gets replaced, everyone notices. It's one thing to do the voice. It's another to do the voice, look the part, do the kung fu, and stay chiseled.
Oh my God.
And an extra twist of the knife, Christian Bale used a gravelly over-the-top voice just to show he didn't need to flex the vocals and still be the real deal Batman.
Man, Jack, bro.
Man.
Jack,
He did.
Jack brought his A game on IQ Jackpot this evening. Let me tell you something. You know what? This is what bothers me about people that do voiceovers not getting enough credit for their acting prowess and holding things down and literally being the anchor of Arkham. With all due respect, he's so iconic to me that if he doesn't voice, like I expect him to have like no free time. If he doesn't voice any cartoon Batman, I'm like, yo, bro, where Kevin Conroy? I want to pay Kevin Conroy. What was
exactly that part?
Like I literally get upset. I'm like, but Evan, he was on vacation. Y'all couldn't have called him. He couldn't have pulled him into a studio in Cancun and he could just knock out these lines. You know what I mean? So he's so iconic. And with all due respect, man, Christian Bale ain't even the best live action Batman. How can he be the best Batman overall?
Yeah.
Michael Keaton wasn't available. So,
listen, Michael Keaton's always available. Why didn't they call him for the Flash movie? Why is it Michael Keaton on set right now for the new Flash movie? I wonder why. They could have easily did a little bit of makeup on Christian Bale because they wanted the GOAT. But the overall best Batman of all time is not one that has acted in a live action. It is a man that's voice is just pure as the driven snow. It's Kevin Conroy in a runaway. You say Dylan Matthews in a runaway.
I'm with him. Dylan's right.
I mean, Kevin Conroy should run away. He's about to get voted out of existence.
Oh wow, by Christian Bale. I would veto that. Don't make me use my veto.
Folks, if you want to see how the veto works, just vote Christian Bale. We're about to see it happen.
Baby, what's it looking like right now, baby? That's the question.
Well, okay, so Jack, you did get Vesper's vote because I believe because of your facts.
Facts. Good word there.
Jack
Facts.
Jack facts.
Ain't real facts.
Hashtag Jack facts.
These facts are messed up.
But it looks like Kevin.
That's what I'm talking about.
As it should be.
Listen, Kevin Conroy. First and foremost, Kevin Conroy moves forward in everything tournament unless Jack wants to get crazy and use a veto. And while we're doing this and while we're on IQ Jackpot, they're doing Mexican dishes right now. And I don't know what I'm looking at right now. I would already be out of the running of this money. Mexican dishes.
You can move the block thing. I was like, what's this?
I'm on national flags, yo. This is
listen, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing about no Ben Affleck on this program, man. I ain't want to hear nothing about Batfleck. I don't want to hear nothing about it, man. Because after they turned Batman into a serial killer, then I was like, I'm out right now. Ben Affleck killed 47 people in that Batman movie he was in, man. He killed
he wasn't supposed to kill anyone.
He killed like 47 people. That's the whole premise of Dark Knight. That's the whole premise.
Like his parents were killed by bad guys. He doesn't want to kill bad guys. So he wants to capture them.
So Batman the Kevin Conroy moves on to the second round. Jack, do you have the guts? Do you have it?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I don't. I just, you know what? My heart is with something else right now, and I'm gonna save it.
Oh,
first of all, Monch, boy, I'm gonna tell you right now, boy, you better be careful, Monch. You better be careful. This Chris Hemsworth slander will not be tolerated.
Will not be. It kind of is. I'm fine with it. I can stand him.
I'm good with it. What's next, baby? What's next?
Well, before we go to the next category, fun facts from IQ.
What's up?
West was criticized for appearing on the cover of Rolling Stone in 2006 wearing what? Do any of you guys know? I never knew this. A crown of thorns, because religion, See?
You don't also get a potential at money. You get knowledge and grace. So everybody on the chat who I love to death, just download the app Vesper. I think they have it in Canada. Maybe one traffic light, barely in running water. They might have it. I think it's listen.
Is it in the Thames, Mom?
In the Thames?
Inside of the ocean? No.
Everyone's a know-it-all until they try IQ Jackpot. Definitely check it out. I mean, if you're going to be a know-it-all, you might as well win some money while you're doing it.
You should know.
That's what it's all about, guys. I'm a man of the people, man. I want y'all to get paid. I want y'all to get rich so y'all can buy me stuff. But anyway, what's the next? What's the next?
Mom said he's gonna go fishing for it.
What's the next? Yo, shout out to Cameron Grimes. I really did buy a little bit of that Doge stock, man. I didn't like him making any money, but I did get on the ground for it. So if it sells, shout out to Cameron Grimes.
Okay, so most rugged, we have Kurt Russell versus Chuck Norris. Jack, begin.
Most rugged.
I know a lot of people are going to think that this is going to be a runaway with Chuck Norris, who is probably 3 out of the 4 heads of Mount Rushmore of rugged. But I think most people discount the value of the most important part of being rugged, and that's being ruggedly handsome. The square jaw, the piercing eyes, the glorious hair, the range of emotion brought out not just a rugged appearance to our eyes, but a ruggedness to our hearts. And while Chuck Norris may be able to spin kick his way out of most situations, I don't believe I can live in a world without a man who is as effortlessly cool as the Marlboro Man, but also shows the traditional ruggedness of a Snake Plissken, Wyatt Earp, Stargate traveling soldier, squaring with the biggest of trouble in the most grizzled part of Little China. And that's Kurt Russell, baby.
He is a grizzled veteran. Soon to be recognized.
No.
As everything tournament champion.
We've been doing this show, what, 15 months? And every time we've done one, you have found a way to snake this dude in Kurt Russell. He's not.
Snake Plissken?
Snake Plissken his way.
He's not the best actor in the tournament. He's all right. He's a guy that loses time and time again. And then what's worse, you have the chat advocating, camping for this fool. Chuck Norris was synonymous with rugged behavior, man. Walker, Texas Ranger, a guy that can walk through a clear room. Come on, stop with this Kurt Russell stuff, man.
All I know is, listen, we had an opportunity, man. I was like, yo, had this opportunity with IQ Jackpot. IQ Jackpot is like, yo, guys, let's put the everything tournament on. I'm like, IQ Jackpot, I can't. I did. Wait a minute, does that mean I can put on Kurt Russell? I'm trying to say IQ Jackpot's like, yeah, they gave me the go ahead. This ain't got nothing to do with me, Flobo. This is IQ Jackpot.
Don't told the producer why this was a bad idea.
Justice for Kurt Russell. We already know why. Why should I have anything to say? There's a person on the panel with a chiseled jaw, and he just vouched for the man with the chiseled jaw. That's real Jack Farmer. It's Kurt Russell, baby.
Us chiseled jaws got to stick together.
Yes, life is so hard with chiseled jaw, I swear.
Mons, you're the biggest hater on this damn chat, man.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you Chuck Norris has a chiseled jaw. He's always got a beard covering
That's true.
it.
There's
What's
a
wrong,
fist.
Jack?
Remember, it's a fist underneath the
Yeah.
beard. It's not a fist. It's not a chiseled jaw.
I'm curious of what the votes are looking like right now, because I got Kurt Russell. Flobo's trying to this, because I kid you not, if he dies here, this is it. I can't bring him back.
Yes. Stop with this.
Well,
Vesper, come on, baby. Vesper knows. Vesper knows.
Vesper, why? Why did we do this?
Hustle for Russell, baby. Let's do this.
Let's know you guys are alive.
Yeah.
Canada.
So yeah, that would be I mean, Kurt, obviously, Kurt is going through.
You feeling some type of way, Flobo? You do have a veto.
Flobo,
I do.
Don't you dare.
I'm hold on to it. But best believe he ain't make it to the end. I'm gonna buy whatever I can, chat, to make sure he's made to the end.
OMG, look at this already.
You hear this? It's a spite veto.
The best kind. No veto.
Oh, we gotta work on that. We're gonna work on that, Dylan. Don't you worry. We're gonna work on that, because I want you all up on that. I want you to get some of that Bitcoin, baby, so you can buy me. So you can buy me stuff.
Hello Moto too.
Hello
Moto.
So yes, shout out to Kurt Russell. Listen, I know Flobo's probably gonna veto this, man, but he's moved on to the second round. He's still alive. He's alive and well.
You know what? This is unfair to Chuck Norris, man. It's unfair to Chuck Norris.
It's true. Chuck Norris is very rugged. Chuck Norris
he is. He's super rugged. He is synonymous with rugged.
No, he was rugged.
Wow. Disappeared in the ether.
Yes. Yes, Jason.
Yes, Jason Finger. And give me some of that brisket as you download that app. I ain't gonna lie, man. This is no joke. We're talking about about 8 years ago in Las Vegas. He brought in, I used to work with this fine gentleman. He brought in like some brisket that he made, and he had some left over, and he gave me some. I was like, oh my word. I was like, my word.
His accent changes.
God is my witness, flabbergasted. It's that good. It's unreal. It's like he slow cooked it for like 110 years, man. It was like perfection.
That Moses slow.
So okay, so what's the next? Shout out to that brisket. So what's next on the deck?
Also Dylan Matthews, then now forever, Kurt Russell.
Stop.
Okay, so
Vincent Mango, he's gonna be like, hold on now, bro.
Maj said, "What accent is that?" He said, "Blasphemy."
Listen, we all can't listen. The Lord has blessed me with many of things, man. The Lord said, Evan, I made you tall, I made you chocolatey, I made you halfway decent athletically. You ain't gonna be able to sing, you ain't gonna be able to do no voices, you ain't gonna be good at math. I was like, all right, Lord, damn, all right.
Good deal.
I'm cool. I'm cool with being tall and black. But go ahead, what's going on, man?
Okay, so Crazy Game. This is a special edition. We can't really go back too far because we're doing one whole tournament in 1 hour. So we must keep going. Please give us your votes.
33 minutes remaining. Go ahead.
Okay, so catchy song. Votes, please. Wannabe by Spice Girls versus It's a Small World.
Oh,
so Evan, take the floor.
You know what's interesting? I'm gonna kick this to Jack. I'm gonna make a decision and kick this to Jack because when we were coming up with this tournament, it's catchy song you can't live without. I said "Wannabe" by Spice Girls. Jack said "It's a Small World."
He did say that. He did. I was there.
And I was like,
he did.
And I'm not even gonna lie. I put it somewhere close to like kind of the middle of the first round because I had to build it up. I'm dying to know how you gonna explain this. I dare you. I double dog dare you.
Look, what are we talking about here? Most timeless? No. Best dance floor hit? No. Best sing-along song? No. We're talking about catchy. We're talking about a little earbud that crawls into your brain and gets stuck on repeat again and again and again. And look, I'll go see the Spice Girls in concert, and I love me some Wannabe. But this isn't about any of those things. This is about being catchy, and nothing gets caught in your brain like It's a Small World. It's not even the whole song. It's just It's a Small World over and over and over until you're driven insane by the voices of the small puppet characters from all over the world. Now, look at I wish I could say I could live without that, but it's in my brain now, and there's nothing I can do to get it out because it is the most catchy song ever written.
Wow.
He's cutting a promo on It's a Small World?
He did. He cut a straight, like a fire promo for It's a Small World.
You still got it.
Jim said, I don't want to zigga anywhere or ever. He goes, I don't ever want to zigga
Yo,
ever.
Jim, you come in here late talking hating, man. Listen. If you want to be my lover. Oh, snap. Flubito.com would say you because Jack cut a Ric Flair-esque promo. He did. It was very Ric Flair-esque.
You got to bring it for IQ Jackpot. Woo!
Listen, shout out to Hello Moto for being adorable and knowing what's up.
Yeah,
right.
Jack took off the jacket and elbow dropped it. Look, they're both catchy, and Jack's right. They're catchy for a whole different way. But we always say here at the Everything Tournament, what can you live without? And I rode that ride once and only once, and I was tired of that song. I said, I never want to hear It's a Small World again as long as I live. I can deal with a Spice Girl like Haley's Comet. I want to be 76 years, but I do not want to hear It's a Small World ever again.
First and foremost, shout out to Haley's Comet, man. I hope to God I'm around to see that bad boy just one more time. But
shout out to Haley's Comet.
That's Skynet. Shout out to Skynet.
Yo, I can just picture Haley's Comet being like, well, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Retweet. He goes, I see him about 70 years. But listen, no. Listen, man, let's be honest, man, because I'm gonna say something that's not popular, but let's be honest. That ride is poop, man. That ride is doo-doo, man.
I'm advocating for the ride.
I'm on the slow boat ride, listening to that jingle that just drives me nuts, man. Listen, and it might be a mini slapper. It might slap a little bit. It's a small world. I don't know. It might slap. But I am going to give some love. Yo, Maj, preach. It's a poop world. But listen, I gotta give some love to the Spice Girls. As much as I try to deny it, that was probably their biggest attribute as far as when people talked about them, is how catchy their songs were. That's why I kind of put them in. There was a million choices we could have made. I was like, man, but that's all I would hear when anything positive about the Spice Girls. Like, man, that song was catchy. That song was great, you know what I mean? Or somebody being like, oh, like, you know, the girls would always say like, oh, I'm baby, I'm posh, you know. Every black girl's like, I'm scary. I'm like, yeah, by default, everybody made you scary. But like, just like I was always the Black Ranger. I'm like, bro, I like Tommy though. they're like, I'm like, why? They're like, I think you know. They're like Heidi.
Oh, they always made me the Yellow Ranger.
You're like, I'm Filipino. I'm Filipino. They're like.
Why can't I be the like, you can't.
I think you know why.
Nobody wants to be Tubbs. Let's all be Crockett.
But no, it's catchy though. So I don't think there's any real wrong answer. But I am curious of what the chat is saying. I'm seeing a whole lot of Small World trickle in.
Actually, yeah, it's a small world.
Y'all gonna have to live with this decision.
It's a small world after all.
Wow, we didn't know wannabe. You know?
Are you kidding me?
We're not gonna be lovers. We're not gonna be.
Now I'm torn
friends.
because this right here is a giant travesty. But I want to make sure that Kurt Russell doesn't win. What does Flobito do?
Do you trust that the chat will bounce Kurt Russell later, or do you ride?
Because I know if a small world goes through, it will not survive against our ruggedly heads. I'm gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let it go. No veto, y'all. No veto.
All right, we must keep going.
Jack,
you guys don't realize that an army of small puppets were what we're voting in the chat right now from all over the world.
Moving like
they're like this. Yeah, that's what they do in there.
In a nightmare-like fashion.
Yes.
Oh, I see you, Mom. I see you, baby.
Like,
I see
I
you,
would
Mom.
not want to be stuck in there like by accident. I'm like, it's broken. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of this place.
Oh yeah, could you imagine? Oh Lord, that's like a scene in Saw right there. I'd be like, yo, bro, what you tell me? What you want me to do, bro?
I would take sawing my foot off over being stuck in that ride any day. Not even.
No, Jack, I don't want you to be footless, baby. Listen, what's
keep going. Okay, so action comedy. We have Jumanji versus Rush Hour. And I guess Evan goes since you bumped it over to Jack for Small World.
Yeah. I think Rush Hour is one of the most just like Flobo's favorite movie is Men in Black. My favorite movie around that same time was Rush Hour. Because I like Jackie before Jackie became mainstream, and Chris Tucker. You know, everyone knew him from Friday, but I thought it was great when he became that cop, unorthodox, improv and a lot, which it's terrible for filmmakers, but it's fun for us. Like, you know, improv in 50,000 scenes is bad for like edits and stuff, but it works for us. And watching those two come together, and only certain people could probably mesh with Jackie like that. You know what I mean? And like and be fluid and be funny and be outrageous. And it was think about it. See, Lethal Weapon. When have you seen a better buddy cop comedy? You know what I mean? It's hard to make a buddy cop comedy that good, man, for something so small, you know. So I've always put Rush Hour, and it's tough because Jumanji's incredible, man. Jumanji, like I said, I'm a firm believer in Robin Williams. Have like 3 Oscars, man. I can talk about that another day. You know, I think he should got nominated for The Birdcage. I think she got nominated for Mrs. Doubtfire, but they don't respect comedy, man. Mrs. Doubtfire is one of the greatest acting performances I've ever seen in my life. So so anytime I think Robin Williams, it's hard for me to go against him. But Rush Hour for the dub, are you crazy?
Yeah. I agree with you. You know, I mean, it was a big deal. I saw Rush Hour in the theaters, and this is back when I was going to see the movie like twice or 3 times.
1998.
Yeah, I want to say 97, 98. Had to been around that time. And having the whole theater crack up when the word come out of my mouth. Like it was a black dude and it was the Asian dude. Yeah, they played upon stereotypes because it was a comedy, but nobody was inept at their job. They just did it differently. I thought that was pretty cool for the time. And Jumanji's all right. I can't say it, but with action comedy, the first thing that pops in my mind is Rush Hour or 21 Jump Street. Those two.
Oh, wow. Well, you were talking about the old school one though, right, Jack? You were talking about the old school Jumanji, right?
I mean, let's be real. It doesn't really matter. I want to give credit where credit's due. Jumanji was a hit for me, and I really enjoyed it. But let's not pretend like the first movie you think of when you think action comedy isn't Rush Hour. It was so good. They tried to replicate it with Shanghai Noon. It was so good. Chris Tucker was like, I think I'm good on the movie front unless it's one of my already established IPs. We may never learn which one of those guys kicked Chris Tucker, but we did learn 2 very important things, however. 1, don't ever touch a black man's radio. And 2, don't ever vote against Rush Hour. Come on. This one's an easy peasy one.
Let's speed through. What is it? Rush Hour.
It is winning.
All right,
Rush Hour.
Moving on.
We have to move on.
I suggested Jumanji, but I knew this was just a.
It's a good one. It still had votes. It wasn't like completely all the way. So it wasn't a landslide. Okay, so Teenage Heartthrob. I would say, Teenage Heartthrob back in the day.
Oh, come on.
We've got Leonardo DiCaprio, and JTT, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Flobo, this seems to excite you, so go.
I am on the edge of my seat because they're both annoying for different reasons, man. There was a time. Well, Leo Mania was a category of itself. You know what I mean? Like I was.
Leo Mania was running wild, brother.
It was running wild, man. I got dragged into Titanic because I just wanted to be with the chick that was into Leo. Like he was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, JTT was smart. He had the whole magazine game on lock. You couldn't go.
I was
couldn't
part
go
of his
anywhere.
fan club. I'm sorry. So you already know where, if I was voting, where it'd be going. Right?
Way more engaged. You know what I'm saying? So Team B is a big one, yeah. So like at first I would say Leo because I remember that specifically being a thing. But like if you go back in time, like everybody who's a JTT fan was a rabid, avid JTT fan. So I am torn on this one. I actually do not have a vote. Chat, what do you think?
Wow.
Yeah, let's not let recency bias take the reins on this discussion. We are talking about who has the better career. I can already hear everyone saying, "Did you see Inception? Did you see Departed? Did you see The Great Gatsby?" None of that matters. None of those things have to do with being a teen heartthrob. The only thing that matters is the cover of Teen Magazine. Teen Beach, Bop, 16, and no one graced those covers more than the 3-letter phenom JTT. Getting teen girls to tune in and like love stories like Romeo and Juliet is easy. Titanic, easy. JTT got teens to tune into Home Improvement, a show about a guy who makes dad jokes and fixes things. That's more heartthrob power than a ring that summons Captain Planet Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Man,
Jack coming to work today?
Jack in his bed. He don't need me up in here. He came ready. Listen, let's be real. I know y'all gonna probably say Leo. The chat's dead wrong on this one because he was the teen heartthrob. I am talking every single teen magazine. He was either on the cover, on the lower third, on the lower right hand, or upper inside the beginning of the page. He was everywhere. You want to talk about JTT Mania was running wild. He voiced Simba because of his good looks. Man, shout out to the little baby Simba. Yo, I got JTT. What does the chat say? However,
it's Leo.
Wow.
Whoa.
JTT is gonna have to keep on waiting to be king, I guess.
But listen, what's
that's a favorite jam actually.
Keep going. We got 21 minutes, y'all.
Let's get it. We can get it.
So we've got now bacon from breakfast food. So bacon versus French toast. Jack, what do you want?
Don't do it, Jack.
What can't you live without?
Don't do it, Jack.
We've got two culinary powerhouses back. And I have a feeling there's going to be some strong opinions, but I need to tell you the story of bacon. The most overrated, overinflated, greasy piece of chewy salt to ever grace the breakfast table. It was once a fine addition to a morning meal, but then people went ham for it and started putting it on everything.
You punning now too, bro?
Ranch dressing a breakfast food, and that's where its limits started to really show, as opposed to French toast, a delectable delight that you can have with strawberries and whipped cream, or a Monte Cristo sandwich, or even just the simple time-tested classic version with some of that Canadian imported maple syrup. Unlike bacon, French toast doesn't try to be anything it's not. It just delivers as what it really is, and that is the heralded queen of all breakfast food. French toast, baby.
Retweet everything this man
Oh my
said.
God.
Too many characters.
Listen, on every top of everything else, I'm a sausage man anyway. I like a nice little sausage patty, little croissant from Burger King. Sausage, egg, and cheese, croissant. What say you?
Look, man, bacon is versatile and makes sense, and you can take it on the go. You ever try having French toast on the go? And you just follow by a nap.
On the go?
It's cool. I like it, but I gotta go bacon, man. It's classic.
Shout out to maple syrup. I knew you, Vesper, you're such a homer. But for real, shout out to maple syrup for real. Shout out to maple syrup. Yo, listen, crazy
I
game.
can't live without syrup.
Listen. I'm a sausage guy. I don't need no damn bacon. Give me a sausage and you know what? And give me sausage next to my French toast. What up? What's the chat say though?
Oh my gosh, it's very. Hold on, this is good. I'm trying to count fast, but it's actually kind of mixed.
Flobo, I will take my sticky syrup-covered hands eating French toast on the go any day of the week. I don't care if it's dripping all over myself as I'm driving.
Hey, let's be real, man. They got the French toast sticks, man. They're portable. They're portable.
The same thing. That is not the same thing. A French toast stick is a whole different thing, man. It's like a Holly Express. It's not the same.
I'm curious.
Oh my gosh. It's French toast.
Oh, the Kurt Russell of food. Are you kidding me?
Well, when you put it that way, I double my vote.
Yeah, it's French toast.
Jim, I knew you was a bacon guy. Jim, I can see it in your face.
Yeah. It was,
what does that mean?
Yeah, it's French toast.
You know when you look in somebody's eyes and you just know he's like a bacon man.
He's a good man. Good man.
All right, we gotta keep going.
Let's go.
All right, French toast. French toast go through. Wow. Last one in the first round. we have action stars Rambo versus John McClane. Evan, take the floor.
You know what's interesting, man? Rambo he's an unkillable man. No, he's hiding out, creeping in the jungle, snipering people when they don't know what's going on, hiding out just like a little punk. Well, we got somebody. Oh, well, you know, listen, well, McClane was up in the vents in the one movie, but he's usually more up close and personal. He's sassy. He talks a lot of trash. He can do it barefoot. And my favorite part about John McClane over Rambo is John McClane takes a lot of hits, man. John McClane takes a lick. He's like a Timex, man. He takes a lick and it keeps on ticking, man. And I love that about him. I love how he gets beat to hell and still comes out on top. And he's usually laughing as he's blowing somebody up. John McClane for the dub. I dare y'all to refute it. Stop it, Dylan Matthews. Ain't no Rambo in, ain't no Rambo in here.
I was going Jack or Flobo? Flobo.
I'm just going to put it out there, man. I like both these people. I grew up with the John McClane movies, you know what I'm saying? But there's something to be said. I was like, yo, man, Jack Farmer came in like Rambo. You know exactly what I meant. If I said John McClane, it's like, yo, was his foot messed up? Was he going through some stuff? His wife divorcing him? I have no idea. Rambo's a symbol. He's an icon for a reason. Rambo and a runaway.
Yeah, Rambo is the quintessential action hero, just a beefy dude with a headband running wild in the jungle, just eviscerating armies of bad guys with knives, guns, and exploding arrows to boot. John McClane, a man who stars in a movie that we can't figure out if it's an action movie or a Christmas movie, spends most of his time crawling around and sneaking around, as opposed to Rambo, who may wear camo, but the dude gets the biggest automatic hand cannon he can find and holds the belt of bullets in one hand and fires away with the other, just daring his prey to count the shells as they litter the earth. If McClane found himself in Rambo's position, McClane wouldn't have made it very far. If Rambo found himself in Nakatomi Tower, those terrorists would have been dead before Carl Winslow even got the call to check out the disturbance.
Somebody is Carl Winslow everywhere.
Jack Farmer has eaten his Wheaties this evening.
Shout out
not bacon though.
Shout out to IQ Jackpot. Y'all are getting the treat. Jack Farmer, my favorite sharecropper's in his bag, and I'm talking about Monch. Sorcery. He ain't lying. But listen, it's Rambo, man. I already seen the count. It's Rambo, man. It's Rambo, man. Good look.
I'm sorry, John McClane. Goodbye. Get out of the vent. Go home. We're done with you.
Round two, baby. Round two.
We still have two vetoes. We still have two vetoes out there.
Yes.
Okay, so now this is where it gets saucy. Here we go. Backstreet Boys versus Batman, Kevin Conroy. Evan, go.
This is a tournament about what you can't live without. We smash a bunch of things together. In the first round, guys, it's like things. Second round is when things get interesting. So now it's two different things against each other. And now this is what you can't live without. What can't I live without? Backstreet Boys are the voice of Batman. I can't live without the voice of Batman. I just can't. I can't live without them in that and those. And I love Backstreet Boys, but with all you know, at the end of the day, I just go listen to NSYNC. You know what I mean? But listen, no, listen.
You kill them all, Devin.
No. You gotta listen to O-Town now.
Yo, shout out to O-Town.
My liquid dream.
Don't sleep on 98 degrees. 98 degrees, baby. 98 degrees.
I want it all.
Nothing at all. Oh, snap! What? Listen, no. Listen. No, I got it, but I gotta go Kevin Conroy. That was my childhood. That dude's voice. Him and Mark Hamill, of course, together. But Kevin Conroy, I literally remember because I was really late on Arkham. I lost my mind when I knew Kevin. When I heard Kevin Conroy's voice in that video game, I literally lost my mind. I said, "Oh my God, it's Kevin Conroy." I could not believe I didn't know anything about the game that they would get the voiceover of the guy I grew up listening to, and that alone, man, like that, those chills, getting goosebumps just talking about it, man. I got Kevin Conroy over the Backstreet Boys. What say you, gentlemen?
Well, I got a promo like Jack there, but of the two, there's so many childhood memories tied to coming home and watching a superhero that I actually despise because how good Kevin Conroy is. It's got to be Kevin Conroy. And I like Backstreet Boys too, man.
Yeah.
I'm the few people who like The Call. Other people hate that song, but I'm an NSYNC guy, so I can do without Backstreet Boys, but Kevin Conroy is iconic as well.
Why settle for one voice when you can have five angelic voices harmonizing together? I go Backstreet Boys in a landslide. I mean, I could quote a couple lines from Kevin Conroy, but Backstreet Boys, I can quote entire albums. Come on, this is an easy one.
So what we got, baby? What we got right now?
It's Backstreet Boys.
Moving on. Moving
Wow.
on. Moving
Hey,
on.
y'all. Hey,
My God.
Okay, we've got 13 minutes. All right, here we go. Backstreet Boys. Now it is Kurt Russell, Most Rugged, versus the catchy song "It's a Small World."
They're both trash. I don't think nothing. They're both trash.
So Flobos,
Defend it.
good start. You can start. Thanks, Will Feisted.
Go. I appreciate you, Will Foster. Right before things get interesting, you got to dip. But I appreciate go. Flo, but what say you, man? We're
Man,
almost.
I'd rather not pick any one of these things, man. But I don't like Kurt Russell. I don't know why he's in these tournaments all the time. It's a Small World is an okay thing, so I guess I'll go with them. But it's under duress, Evan. Duress.
Appreciate you. Oh, Jack Foreman, what say you quickly? What say you? Because we gotta fly.
Yeah, talk about duress. I'm terrified of the army of puppets that are going to try to murder me in my sleep for saying this, but I can never go against Kurt Russell. It would be freeing to get this song stuck out of my head. So please vote for Kurt and save me from the madness that is It's a Small World After All that just won't stop.
You know what it is, y'all. We don't got to talk about it, man. Y'all make y'all votes right now. I got Kurt Russell winning this whole damn thing.
No, you don't.
I need
Stop.
Kurt Russell to get the dub.
Why?
Kurt Russell, and more Kurt Russell. Don't be counting down. Don't be no Dylan.
It's so far. That's right now. It's Kurt Russell.
So what say you, Flobo? What say you?
Kurt Russell.
Veto. I can't do it. Kurt Russell cannot go forward. It's a small world, baby. You know how it is.
Oh
You're
my
gonna
God.
die.
Veto in play.
Die. Not Dylan Matthews.
Son of a
in play.
son of a gun. Flo Vito has returned. Flo Vito, baby. Boom.
Hey!
All right. let's
Kurt
go.
Russell has been murdered. I knew he would
What
be.
can we live without? The movie Rush Hour versus teen heartthrob Leo DiCaprio. Jack, take it.
We're low on time. I'm not a big Leo fan, so I'm just gonna veto him right off. Get on out of here. I don't want to hear your arguments. I don't want to hear your talk. JTT was robbed. You all need to learn better, and so I'm throwing him right off the top of the Titanic. I don't care if your name was Jack. You're going in the water. You're getting cold. You're done. You're out of here.
Wow.
This is what I'm talking about. This is the everything tournament. This is what happens when you disrespect the teen heartthrob, the legend, the icon that is Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Justice for JTT.
Download IQ trivia.
IQ, baby. Look at Desperate. Desperate is shocked.
Okay, so now breakfast food. French toast versus action star Rambo. OMG, Evan, start. Do it. We need your votes. Everyone vote.
No, we know where Flobo's going with this. Flobo's all emotional because Bacon got the boot because it's a portable thing you can take on the go. Flobo's like, I'm late for work. He's like, got my bacon.
I work at home, but yeah.
Are you a chewy guy or a crispy guy? Are you a chewy guy or a crispy guy?
I'm actually more chewy myself.
Yeah, that's how I'm a
crispy.
I'm a chewy guy. But no, I gotta go with the latter because it's French toast, man. French toast. It's so delicious. I like it over waffles. I like it over pancakes. It's so good. They sprinkle a little powdered sugar on there. French toast is so good, especially when it got the little crisp on it. I usually haven't had a bad French toast at a nice little diner, so I gotta go because they're fairly consistent in my opinion. So I gotta go with French toast. What say you?
I'm gonna go French toast as well because frankly, I don't know if I've ever had a bad piece of French toast, but I have seen a couple bad Rambo movies. Rambo's not perfect. He doesn't go all the way through without a few bad ones. But I don't know if I've ever had French toast where I'm like, this is trash. Even the worst ones, I'm like, it's okay. It's pretty good. You know, so I got to go French toast.
I haven't had a French toast anything like 10 years. Like I'm living without it. I'm living without it. There's not a sentence in my life, whatever. I count for something right deep inside.
Now
I'm picking Rambo
for dinner. I'm gonna make French toast when this is over.
Shout out.
Do it.
Jim knows the deal. Kick Rock, Dylan Matthews. Yes, over waffles. Lego my ego, please.
So look, it's French toast. We had some Rambos, but sorry, Dylan, it is French toast. You don't have a veto. I'm so sorry.
We are down to the final four. We are right on time. We are down to the final four, guys, and this is going to be spicy.
9 minutes. Evan, you want to say something about IQ?
Oh, yo, shout out to IQ Jackpot. First and foremost, let us run amok for these 55 minutes, guys. Like I said before, download that app, please, guys. Like I said, 20 questions right, you guys win. Don't fret, because during the time we're talking, you got a little bit of answers to the bottom, guys, and you can see what's going on there. Your little cheat sheet, and you guys make that happen. And before we kick it off, guys, we got 4 things left. We're going to crown the greatest thing in everything. So what's going down?
It is now the boy band Backstreet Boys versus the catchy song "It's a Small World."
Tell me why.
How in the heck did It's a Small World get to the final 4?
Flo
Vito, or what is it? Flo
Vito.
Whatever, yeah, Flo Vito.
Talk about a Cinderella, an entrant that people didn't even believe in could be there in the first place, just finding a way to the final 4. I'm so proud of those little guys.
They're doing, they're excited. They're having a good time.
that terrifying army of murderous puppets.
Probably.
Chucky's in there hiding.
Who you got? Go. Who you got?
I'm gonna go. It's a Small World after all. I mean, why have 5 guys?
Oh my God!
Why have 5 guys singing in harmony when you could have the whole world joining hands and singing together?
Oh, come on!
Straight up troll status. He's trolling. Yo, if a Small World wins, I'm gonna sign out, man.
So for real.
Backstreet Boys and pop culture. You gotta pick that, man, and run away.
Yeah, Backstreet Boys all day. I'm gonna wait for the chat to fill this bad boy up though. But what you guys got, man? Let me know,
votes,
man.
Y'all. Hurry up.
Yeah, we need your
If it's a Small World wins, then it's Flobo's fault,
It is Flobo.
I'm fine with it.
Do you believe that could win? I swear to goodness. Okay, we got Backstreet.
All
right, here we go. It's Backstreet Boys. It's Backstreet Boys. Get out of here, kick rocks.
Backstreet Boys in the finals
puppets.
again. I might add, this is a special everything tournament. They already won the last one, but this I had to put
things came back to life for this one.
This special, but guys, they're in the finals again. You were talking about the power of Backstreet Boys. Anyways,
so now it is the movie Rush Hour action comedy versus breakfast food French toast.
You know what I'm gonna say. I already know what I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I can't live in the world without Rush Hour. I just can't.
Oh, what?
I can't do it, man.
Word.
I can't do it. I'd rather have my plate full of just sausage and just that's it, man. If you tell me I can't live in a world without Rush Hour, if you tell me I can't live in a world without the outtakes at the end and Jackie Chan making the whole crowd pop. I've never seen so many brothers and sisters pop on one part. The scene in the bar, y'all all know. Everybody pops on that scene, and it is such a great moment, man. I can't live in a world without Rush Hour. I am so sorry, French Toast, but you got to kick rocks.
If I have a plate of French toast in front of me, it doesn't matter what movie's on. I'm just humming to myself, enjoying the taste of French toast and whatever delicious topping I put on top of it. So I can live without Rush Hour, because I could have The Fifth Element on. I could have Rumble in the Bronx on. I could have any other movie on. What you got? Go. And I can enjoy my French toast. I'll take French toast.
Flobito, what say you?
I gotta go with Rush Hour, man. I told you, man. It was a moment to see that
you
on screen. You don't want to say. I'm a big hater, but yeah, Rush Hour, man.
What's it looking like, baby? What's it looking like?
Oh crap! Wait,
we're right on.
Dylan Matthews threw me off. He said, "Okay, oh no, it says okay." It is Rush Hour. It is Rush Hour. Rush Hour is going through.
Incredible.
French Toast is kicking rocks, as Dylan Matthews said.
We are in the finals right now. This is the final 2. It is Backstreet Boys versus Rush Hour. I'm going to start with Jack. We have 5 minutes left, and I got to do a whole bunch of housekeeping, but 5 minutes left. Rush Hour, Backstreet Boys. What say you? What can't you live without?
I am going with Backstreet Boys simply for the fact that if you said Rush Hour was playing at the movie theater and Backstreet Boys were playing at a concert hall and I get to choose which one I'm going to, I think 100% of the time I choose Backstreet Boys. I got to go with Backstreet Boys because I want it that way.
You are not.
I was like, Jack makes a point, and he ends it with a play on words. You son of a mother.
My favorite thing, puns, guys.
People forget what Rush Hour really started, man. Like the whole giving people a chance. Yeah, and a good way about it. But one of the cool things about Saturday nights with my dad before Walker Texas Ranger was martial law, which they retooled by adding Arsenio to Sammo Hung because Rush Hour, man. It was cool. Martial arts was cool again. It was a thing you bring your whole family to, even though it had some adult humor in it, man. It was a movement. I remember that day vividly. I'm going Rush Hour.
I feel you, Flow Boy. Like I said, I love Backstreet Boys, man. I think they're the best boy band of all time. Yeah, I mean, Shabon Lee,
That's the
like
second
Shabon.
movie.
I know it's the second one. But still, you don't get that without the first one. Shabon. Listen, it's Rush Hour. It's Rush Hour. It's Rush Hour. I remember those moments. I remember those times. Literally, some of the most. I kid you not, man. Some of the funniest things I've ever seen. Like took him to the Chinese theater. He goes, "What's this? Look just like home, don't it?" It's incredible. It's incredible. There's so many great lines in that movie. The second one is nothing to sneeze at as well. Rush Hour is a movement, man. It's my childhood. We just started watching them again like a month ago. They still hold up. A lot of movies don't hold up like they used to. That movie's still just as funny. You put it on right now. I got Rush Hour. What say the chat?
Rush Hour.
Yes, sir.
Rush Hour is winning. There was a few Backstreet Boys, but wait. It's still Rush Hour. It's still Rush Hour. Okay.
Listen, guys.
Even with Jem's last vote, it's still Rush Hour.
Guys, listen. IQ Jackpot Everything tournament for the first one. Rush Hour is crowned the king of everything. Guys, before I get out of here, what's coming up next before we do this is my man, the Pat Tully Hour. Shout out to Pat Tully. He going to be running amok for an hour, apparently. Shout out to Pat Tully on IQ Jackpot. But with that being said, before I get up out of here, let me start with flowbeater.com. Tell the people where they can find you. Tell the people across the world. Tell the people on IQ Jackpot where they can find flowbeater.com.
Yeah, you can find me at flowbeater.com and at Global Voice on social media, man. I'm doing everything all over the place. And one more website for you, newamsterdam.com, KWAmsterdam.com.
Real Jack Farmer, what say you? You was in your bag tonight. He was in your bag.
Oh yeah,
you was like Mary Poppins today.
He was.
Didn't get the outcome I was hoping for, but that's fine. You can find me doing all my other stuff. The best way to follow me is at Real Jack Farmer across all social media. That's where you can follow all my comings and goings. That's just the best way to keep up.
Pino Mac.
Yes. First, I want to shout out to the chat. Thank you all for voting today. Thanks to the rush voting because we always usually take our time.
Y'all came through in the clutch.
Yes, but you can find me on Twitch and YouTube as Pino Mac and at Twitter and Instagram as the Pino Mac. So check me out. Follow me. I'll follow you back.
Yes, man. Evan T. Mac, Instagram and Twitter, guys. And I just want to quick reminder of the game. Look, guys, at IQ Jackpot, something you guys should look into and download if you like trivia, guys. If you never played the game, guys, how it works, guys. Every single hour, 20 questions to win a piece of that jackpot. You got to go 20 for 20. If you don't get them questioned correctly, do not fret. You can earn the extra lives by going to the rewards wall and tapping the block, vertical, horizontal, guys. It will give you a little cheat sheet, a little precursor of what's going on, guys. Do not forget to look that up. And I appreciate y'all for joining us, man. Vesper of Evil, my girl, Crazy Game, Monj, hello, Moto, Boo Thang. It's been exciting for sore eyes, girl. Monj, you and I we still got that beef, man. Meet you at the Thames, baby. Jim, what's going on, baby? I need some of that beef jerky. Shabon Lee, shout out to Rush Hour, Crazy Game. I appreciate the Dylan Matthews, man. Everybody catch the Euros, man. Before I get out of here, guys, I would like to thank my personal thank you to Jack and Flobo for taking the time, man, and coming through, man. I know it's Monday. We usually do this Thursday, gentlemen. So I really appreciate y'all for rearranging and moving things and moving and shaking. I appreciate Jack for coming here with his perfectly coiffed hair. I appreciate Flobo, man, just looking fit as a fiddle, man. Looking slim and trim, beard looking nice and trimmed up. You know what I mean? I appreciate all of that, guys. So without further ado, we're going to be out. Hugs and kisses. Love, peace, chicken grease, a hot comb and some grits. We